Well, the minimum wage was the hot topic at the Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce Forum today. Many representatives within the business community spoke out against the raising of the minimum wage, which is currently at $8.25 an hour. The Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce held their second Wage and Compensation Forum, wherein a number of stakeholders and economists presented on the topic. They were Bank of Guam Chief Economist Joseph Bradley, Department of Labor Economist Gary Hiles, Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association President Mary Rhodes, small business owner Jerry Paulino, and Executive Director for the Employers Council Andy Andrus. After their presentations was the Q&A portion, but instead of questions, some within the business community presented their own ideas about the impacts another minimum wage increase could have. Here's a look at what some in the audience as well as some presenters said.
We saw how the CPI index reduced, and some people have used that as an argument saying, see, we raised the minimum wage and the CPI went down, so it didn't affect anybody. Well, we know CPI went down because fuel costs went down. That's the driving factor. For every dollar an hour that a minimum wage goes up, it's additional $2,000 per year that the small business has to carry, or actually more than that if you think about the tax side of it. Even though employment increased last year, the question is, if the minimum wage had not been increased, how many more jobs would we have created? If there is a minimum wage increase, one of the things we should consider doing is looking at some kind of exemption for young workers so that they can actually get into the workforce and get some experience.
The farmers themselves, and this is what's happening, and I hope I don't get them in trouble, they're not hiring as employees anymore. What they do is they pay them a set amount, like $50, to go do a particular field. And if they get caught, they get caught. But they're taking their chances right now. They're not paying any taxes. They're not paying any regular wage. If we were to do things legally and follow the law of employment, I would be priced out of, like Jeff said, we won't be able to compete with getting stuff from Mexico and getting stuff from California.
It is about balancing, because as we look at growth in our region, yes, we have higher tourism arrivals, but look at the markets that are coming to us, they're not spending as much.
Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz says he plans to introduce another bill to increase the minimum wage if the economic impact study on the last minimum wage increase is not completed by the legal deadline of April 30th.